to the channel, and we're back at it with more whys. In the last episode, we for some reason showed up in a cell as I think a different adult. I don't know why, I don't know how. I don't know why, and I don't know how. I don't know why, and I don't know how. But apparently nothing that I know is gonna help me in this situation. The only way to figure it out is to continue with the storyline. I found some wire.
You're finally awake.
Yes. Who are you?
As you can see, I'm a guard.
How long have I been here?
I'm afraid I don't know. I've just been assigned to watch you.
What's gonna happen?
Sorry, but I don't have the answers you want. I'll bring you food and water, and I'll check up on you on my rounds. Don't try anything funny, okay? Even if you somehow get out of that cell, you'll never find your way out of the prison. Recently, some monstrum called the Crimson King supposedly snuck in. There was a big fuss about it, but we're safe here. No one gets in or out. We're in the most secure part of the prison, the special sector.
What? I'm so confused. Okay, so if the Crimson King exists in this world... Okay, that was the end of chapter 2. Okay, so if the Crimson King exists in that world, that means Adol exists in that world. But then he's Adol as well. Or is there a copy of Adol? Because this Adol's been locked away for a couple of times, for a couple days. So maybe he's not the real Adol anymore. And maybe his clothes was given to someone else. Is that it? Or is that not it? I have no clue what I'm even saying at the moment. So, you must be the alter ego white cat, huh? Don't take this the wrong way, but I was expecting someone more outgoing. Sorry to disappoint. I thought that if I talked a certain way, I might gradually become more like that. Ah, so that's why you sounded different. I also don't think Adol would find, I also didn't think Adol would find out the way he did. I'm just happy that you felt comfortable enough to visit as is. This bar is designed to be a secure location for monstrums and can collaborate. You'll be safe here. Make yourself at home. Thank you very much. I didn't know the person was in such a rough state. We'll need to find you guys a way to check in the other sectors. We need to go to the special sector. That's all. That's not all. I have new information to report. Not too long ago, I was digging through a list of prisoners in the past 6 months. I discovered that some people were detained despite having no charges. They're arresting people who haven't done anything wrong? Those bastards. I wonder how many innocent people are there now. Certainly at least 5 that I know of. Still, that's too many falsely convicted citizens to be simplified fucks pass. Your friend is one of them. Yes. What if we break into the prison? We might find them there. Ah, that's right. What do they look like? I'm afraid I don't know, but any information you could find could help. Adol, be on the lookout for anyone who looks like there might be one of them, okay? And here I thought Baldeku was supposed to be a safe place. Speaking of which, I hear one of the monstrums is particularly dangerous. He will supposedly attack anyone bringing any semblance of a warrior unprovoked. The feral hawk, right? Oh yeah. What's he like? Well, how do I put this? He's aggressive and rowdy and a bad temper to boot. He's not even a friend of Rowan soldiers. He's not even afraid of Rowan soldiers or the hieroglyphic knights. He's also been especially unruly when he gets drunk. Now that sounds like a guy you lock up and drop the key in the ocean for. Believe me, Warden Belgo has been trying for a long time. The Warden is a vicious man. Yeah. For the time being, Adol, your goal is to undo the barriers around the city. You should also search for other ways to sneak into the prison. I'm counting on you. Let's go, Adol. I thought you had a flower shop to run. The Feral Hawk's Fury. So it's about you this time, huh? Okay. Yo, oh, Adol, I nearly forgot. There's something I wanted to show you. A green flame. It's an antique lantern or something? It does look like it gone through a lot, doesn't it? Funny story, last night on my way home from the shop, a woman approached me. She was dressed in black, said her name was Aprilis. Okay, of course. Out of nowhere, she hands me this weird looking lantern. The Lantern of Crossing, she called it. Said I could use it to help the Crimson King. With a lantern? Hey, if she said what she said was true, then it must be able to. The Grimwald Nox you were talking about. It's like an alternative world of world monstrums are forced to fight in, right? Apparently any one monstrum or not can get into the Gremlin Nox with this lantern. So I figure, hey, what's there to lose? If it's something I can use to help you, then alright in my book. Reminds me a lot of Isles of Recent. Yeah, it's just like the raid battles at Castaway Village. And that's not all it can do. This lantern can recreate instances of Grimworld you've encountered in the past. If you think that's something you'd want to check out, come see me. One last thing. Turns out there's a use for those twilight shards you've been picking up. With this lantern, you can exchange them for something that might come in handy. That just about sums it up. Keep giving the good fight out there, alright? Prime location for my header. Before you venture into the city, speak to your friends at the Dandelion first. Okay. Yo! Old man, I can't remember Barkus. That reminds me, Adol. Doggy informed me that you were putting together a map of Balkug. It just so happens that I am curious about the topography of this region as a whole. It would be wonderful if you could share your progress with me every so often. I don't mind at all. You're doing me a great service. Were I not fugitive and a clumsy old cod, I'd not hesitate to lend you a hand. Alas, I must depend on you to gather information in the prison.
Let's see here.
Let's see here.
It doesn't seem too different from before.
Well, that was the first time I showed you. You didn't need to be such a bad boy about it. Give me a hollow and there's something I can do.
See you later then.
Oh, the next one's about to come. Hello there, Adol darling. As you can see, the dandelion is absolutely bursting, as it seems. Hopefully it's not a Ford. We have only just opened. A fad, I mean. It may be my job to win the hearts of every customer so they keep coming back. Oh, that's right. You're going out for work, aren't you? You'll need to keep up your energy, so let me know if you're feeling famished. I'll prepare a fabulous meal made of special for hard workers like yourself. Is now Tuesday? my Adol, you are so thin. Where does it all go? You'd get tired of the food if you were always eating from the standard menu. So I thought you'd enjoy it more if the staff meals were different than usual. You know, it may be hard to believe, but I used to helm a kitchen in a pub once. All I need is a recipe and the main ingredients, and I'll make you whatever your heart desires. Oh, and we can't forget about the small shopping fee for the other supplies. That's a huge help. Your recognition fuels my passion, my dear Adol. Why don't you start with flour? With it, I can bake baguettes for you. I'm eager to see what kind of recipes you'll bring me, Adol darling.
Anything catch your eye?
There's a baguette. A baguette. A baguette.
There, darling.
Oh, darling. Request for me. Oh, are you perhaps here in regards to my request? Oh, this must be one of the people who submitted a request to the Dandelion. If I remember correctly, the tenants of one of his house units has gone missing. You two appear rather young. I wonder if you are up to the task. Then again, this could provide a rather pressing predicament. I can tell you more about it if you're willing to accept my request. We're all ears. Oh, thank heavens. I'll get straight to it then. You see, I own quite a few properties here in Central District, but I haven't been able to get a hold of a family living in one of my townhomes. You think they've gone missing? Well, they aren't exactly the type to skip on rent and run off into the night. That alone is worrisome enough, but with all the talk about people being spirited away lately... Spirited away? It's when people just vanish into thin air. Yeah, I know that. Rumors like that spread in Bulldog sometimes. Rumors are of course only rumors, but it has been it's been a week since their disappearance. I was about to go inquire around their previous residence at Pleasant Lane. I was wondering if you could do the same here, as much as you can, that is. We'll get started right away. That would be a great help. You have my thanks. The townhome in question is behind the Pendleton Company and the Cathedral. Perhaps it's one of the residents near it will be able to tell you something. Thank you again for all the help. I'm counting on you. No problem. First things first, we should go ask around. We can start with the back streets near their house. Missing family. Oh, little kid. Disappearances? You mean those people from the back streets, right? I bet there was the boogie monsters who took them. Can you describe them? You don't really know? These weird, mocky monster things that show up in the town sometimes. Usually they're invisible, but some days they pop up in the corners of the streets. People say seeing them causes you with their bad luck. It's pretty long-standing folktale in here in Bulgarian. A few months ago, I would have considered it just a rumor myself, but after finding out about the knocks, I'm starting to think otherwise. Are you sure it's safe to say that right in front of the kids? Some random people. Whoop, whoop. Hey, shopkeep! Have you heard of one of the families in the neighborhood disappeared? Just like that? They got the worst luck, I tell you. Almost makes you want to come out. The worst luck. We actually happen to be looking into the matter. Do you know what might have happened? Afraid not. The kids were always quick with the cheery hello whenever I saw them. One thing is for certain though, they weren't the kind to up and leave without a word. I see, thanks for your time. All I have to do is wait here, then again. It was just a dream. Oh, hello there, mister. Are you new in town? Huh? Wait, no way. Dark hair, red scarf. You really did show up. My hair really isn't this color. You don't say. Then what are your roots then? Blonde? Works for me. You've got dark hair and as far as my eyes are concerned. See, last night someone dressed up just like you appeared in my dreams. In it? He handed me some Azure petals right in this very spot. Azure petals? Huh, I guess that means you really are from out of town. There's this old fairy tale passed down the Gillens. It said that obtaining Azure petals brings about fortune and joy to their holder. Sounds almost mystical, doesn't it? Maybe you've seen them before. Yeah, just like that one over there. Wait, no way. Where the heck did this even come from? I was about to say there was nothing more than just superstition, but looks like I have no choice but to call myself a believer now. Your praise were heard. You're telling me anyone who collects them is sure to have a life of fortune and joy, apparently. So if you find anyone, would you mind sharing some of their magic with me? I'll give you a nice reward if you bring me 10 of them. Deal? Deal? Happy scheming. Happy searching. I haven't got 10 yet.
treasure chest.
You want to know about the family got whisked away? Well, their father was a smithery, and not just any smithery either. Apparently he got kicked out of the craft guild for making cursed weapons. Cursed? How exactly? How would I know? What, you wanted to buy some? I mean, he wasn't a bad guy or anything, but honestly, I wanted nothing to do with him. So he wasn't well liked. No way to know if that relates to the disappearance, though. Well, we've heard enough concerning rumors to last us a while, but no one seems to actually know where the family went. Maybe something really did happen to them after all. Let's check the house itself. I agree, something about this gives me a sinking feeling. I think we might already know what we're up against. According to the geoffrey, it should be at the end of this alleyway. Let's check it out. Wasn't this alleyway empty? Ooh, well, hello. Well, that explains things. I'd say this vortex leads to the Grimworld Nox. It seems a little smaller than usual somehow, but considering where it's going, we have something to do with this missing family. We should head inside at once. Once we're ready and prepared. Is it gonna call everyone though, or is it just gonna be me and her? And the main mistress. Everybody is going to be here. Oh, just us. For once. Weird. It's another Grimworld Nox. Isn't it? Looks like it. If it really is Grimworld Nox... Lumineers, they're here. This is no place for nobody to be. We'll have to look we'll have to go look for him.
This view makes me feel warm inside. I'm not sure why. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me!
Well.
Isn't that?
We're here to help! Tita? Get back, Aoshi! No, Tito, Aoshi, I'm sorry. Don't give up yet! Huh? Monstrums? Stay behind us, okay? Adol, let's go. You told them my real name. There's a lot of them! That was a lot of monsters! Whoa! You did it! You won! You're the Monstrums, right? I heard about you guys. I hope everyone's okay. Huh? You're the people who went missing, right?
Yes, I'm Tito. I'm an apprentice blacksmith, following in my dad's footsteps. I don't know how my sister and I got here, but we can't tell you how glad we are to see other people here. Oh, this is my little sister, Archie.
Gee, you have cat ears and a fluffy tail. That man with red hair is scary, but he looks really strong. Ooh, you have pretty eyes, mister.
It looks like we didn't have anything to worry about. Hey, you guys are pretty good. Call me Gouche. Gouche? Goucho? Gouche? I'm just a humble blacksmith, and these two rugrats are my kids. You saved all of us. You have my deepest gratitude. What? We've been here for a week? It didn't feel that long. I could have sworn it had been maybe a few hours since we arrived. Really? Then maybe it's just time flies. Time works differently here than it does in the real world. Whenever we return from Grimson Knox, it's like time hadn't moved at all. I guess we shouldn't count ourselves. We should count ourselves lucky that we made it in time. This is so confusing. But I wasn't scared at all because Daddy and was here with us the whole time, right, Tito? Yeah, that's right, Archie. Why are you in a place like this anyways? Oh, that. I reckon I'm here because of this hammer of mine. A hammer? Our family of blacksmiths adopted some unorthodox methods through the generations. This hammer is used to forge scammer materials, objects with power to exorcise demons. I have been an inkering that this was all what was attracting those demons. Actually, I didn't know you could forge things like that. But if the hammer draws monsters, then they could be more of them. More monsters. There's so many of them. Dad, let's get out of here. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't come with you. That's right. Aprilis. I didn't think you'd get involved with this. We are in an incomplete Grimwood Knox. Until the source is eliminated, Luminous will continue to appear, and it will become a completed Grimworld. Do what must be done before that happens. You don't mean? All right, you figured me out. Regret is a powerful thing. I realized that after becoming this. I just wanted to see my two Rugrats one more time. I'd wager I'm in for a real scolding when I meet your mum on the other side. Dad? I'm sorry, son. I wanted to be there to see you when you become a fine blacksmith like me. But now I know that won't happen because you're gonna be an even greater one. Archie, I have a very important task for you. Make sure your brother doesn't falter, okay? I'm just sorry I won't be there to walk you down the aisle someday. Daddy? With that, I have no more regrets. No, you can't leave us, Daddy. Daddy, what about the stuff that you're going to teach me? I've already taught you everything I can. It's up to you now. Work hard and become your own blacksmith. I've always believed in you two, and I've always been nearby, watching over you, always. Daddy. Dad, why couldn't you come with us? Tito. Archie, Tito. What about the Grimwall? It appears to have disappeared entirely. Rest assured, the hammer will never call forth the Grimworld again. I'll leave the rest to you. But how did that hammer call it forth to begin with? Just what is the Grimworld Nox? I don't... I left for the children. Their father passed away. Oh, they're in my basement. So, 2 years ago, your dad became ill, and... Oh, I'm sorry, Tito. Don't be. I wanted so badly to see him, even though I knew deep down I couldn't. I know Daddy's alive. He's alive, I'm going to find him! Archie. After losing both their parents, their only solace is with each other. It's a shame there's no question that, but what about the elephant in the room? Yeah, how did someone other than the monstrums get into the Grimworld? Aprilis thinks it was cursed by, it was this as was a curse by the Gremlin Doshi's feelings of regret. Your meaning with a departed individual is appeal evidence of extraordinary phenomena? It is clear that much is still to be learned about Grimworld Nox. We have to do something before anybody else gets hurt. We've got a job to do, Adol. You're gonna fight all these monsters? For generations my family forged Gandaral materials containing the power to execute demons. Maybe that's why all these weird things happen to my dad forged. It's got the points where the other craftsmen ran him out of Arson Lane for it. Even then, my dad cared for Archie and me, no matter how sick or difficult it got for him. I know there were times he regretted teaching me to be a blacksmith too. But after seeing him and meeting you, I know what I must do. I'm not a fully fledged blacksmith yet. I'm going to help you with everything I've got. I'm sure this is what he wanted. Me too. I'm gonna help too. For Daddy and for you too, Tito. You two wish to join our cause? I'm not so sure about this. Not sure? About what? I'd say why not? The more the merrier. Well, we just can't leave them. Yes, I agree with Adol. Children can't work at the bar, of course, but you seem more helpful in your own right. We've got to pitch in so that the monstrums may fight at their very best. Best we give them something to do to keep them out of trouble. We can keep a close watch over them in this way. Not you too, Parks. Okay, you can stay. Really? You mean it? Yay! We can stay! But it's not going to be easy, you know. Official staff members of Dandelion are expected to work hard, no exceptions. But we always help each other out with teamwork. We can do anything. Yes, ma'am! You got it! And thus, Tito and Archie became the Dandelion's newest recruits. They were pledged to aid the monstrums by contributing their unique skills.
I'm just happy we could help.
Tito will now assist you in the Gremlin Nox. What? Oh, yeah. 100%! I can fight a barrier.
A vortex appeared.
Okay, well, thanks for telling me. But, okay, so, we've now got enough Nox to unleash the Grimworld Nox. And to do that, we must release the barrier to the next land. We must fight against the waves. We must gather the rest of the monstrums. And the Crimson King must take fight in the next dimension. I don't know what I'm saying. But here we go. Yo, what's up?
Hi, Your Majesty.
Yo. I hear you've been up to no good.
Who told you that? The pussycat? I've been waiting for you to scurry out of your hole. I saw how you fought during that Nox. You're pretty good with a sword, aren't ya?
So what if I am?
And you've got confidence to boot. I know you ain't bluffing. I can tell how strong you are just by looking at you. We've got some time to kill, so what do you say to a friendly bout? Don't get the wrong idea. That ain't an invitation. It's a warning.
Fighting among monstrums is forbidden. You know the curse prohibits it. Or have you forgotten that? Really, Hog. You should have curbed that juvenile defiance of yours by now.
Aprillis, you goddamn bitch!
It is time. Your tomfoolery can wait.
Well, someone's eager to get his butts and kicked.
The time is nigh.
Are you gonna show me this every time?
Lay waste to the malevolent, lest the night prevail. As the sentinel between the dark and light, I, Aprillis, herald the fall of this dusk.
Are you going to say that, you're going to, it doesn't make sense. You're on the ground with me randomly and suddenly you're in the cathedral's tower. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't look right. It looks like your lack of trying with that.
Let's do our best, everyone!
I'll be there in a jiff. You keep those chins up, darlings.
I think the two of them are definitely.
I knew you had it, Adel.
Incoming.
Sorry? When do I have to wait too?
Magnificent work.
Time to finish this.
Can you take this, Adel?
This should help.
Okay. Come at me! Oh. Your king.
Job well done, guys.
They were just helping with support, weren't they? They weren't actually in the battle. I didn't see them, did I? We have won.
Impressive.
So it should go down to 43. And then I release another one.
I'd expect no less from all of you.
Yay! We did it! Great job, everyone! Did something happen, White Cat? You seem a little different from usual. Oh, do I? Some things happen here and there. I concur with Raging Bull's observation. Whether it was, I think it's for the better. It felt a little fake before. Oh, what does it matter either way? I hate to admit it, Crimson King, but we're gonna have to put our duel on hold. That reminds me, you snuck into the prison and caused a commotion, didn't you? You snuck into the prison? You know, I took you for a prude, but you really do know how to have a good time. I didn't mean to start. I only wanted to know something. Kaha. That's a whole lot of noise for a little information. Well, all benefit from keeping our heads down. Wouldn't want to give people any more reason to hate the monstrums. I don't feel the least bit bad about giving them the run for their money. Even those horrible knights have got to have a breaking point. Why would you do that? I didn't sign up for this curse, but I'm sure as hell I'm gonna use it the way I want. Just like swords exist to kill, power exists to destroy. You can deny it all you want, but you can't change what is. You can't tell me you've never used your gift for your own benefit. It's almost time. The world Nox is dissipating. It seems so. Now then, until we meet again. Damn. Hawk's got it in for me, and I'm gonna kick his ass. Oh, we're back. Takes all kinds to be a monstrum, huh? You're talking about Hawk, aren't you? Just try not mind him too much. He's kind of our resident troublemaker after all. Okay, so now we can go into this land. The land beyond this barrier. The main square. I have a feeling this game is not too big. But it still probably have a couple of chapters. So this is your first time in the main square, right, Adol? Yeah, let's go gather some intel. Sounds good. We can investigate together. I've been coming here ever since I was just a girl, so I know my way around by now. Lead the way then. Will do. But while we're at it, there is something I'd like to stop on the way. See, I need to submit the application of my for my store over at the trading boutique bureau. It's that building over there, or across the way. The bureau, the guild. Would that be okay with you? We don't have to do it right away or anything. Of course, you go get it approved. Thanks. I've been skip that. Anyway, there are a whole bunch of other places to go around here. I'll give you the grand tour. And this shop is food.
Where you going, huh? Alrighty then.
Well, hello! Listen up, company. What is the #1 obstacle preventing you from keeping the peace in Bulkwood? The monstrum, sir! Correct, but you forget the demons lurking within your mind. A demon called negligence. Don't pretend you haven't seen those felons lurking around. Now get yourselves together. We will not allow these feral antics to continue any longer. Am I understood? Yes, sir! The garrison sure sounds fired up. Warden Belger has been pretty popular with them since his transfer from Roman. I guess Hawk wouldn't be able to wreak as much havoc as he used to anymore. What's with him picking fights? I'm not really sure myself. He's been like that since the moment I met him. Oh, by the way, that building right there behind you is the trading bureau. I still need to file my application, so let's stop by when we've got the chance. Oh, well, hello, you two. Well, I probably have to submit my application as well for my bar. The Trading Bureau actually doubles as a Merchants Guild's headquarters. This shouldn't be long. I've just to turn in some forms so I can register with them. She runs a bit weird. Well, my friend. Well, if it isn't my darling Adol, what brings you here? Chris has some business here. Oh, you don't say! Joining the guild right after splitting from Pendleton, is she? That girl's more a firecracker than I give her credit for. So, if I may, Adol darling, do you mind yourself around those hieroglyph knights? They've been on the warpath ever since you first infiltrated the prison. Their ranks and defense are on the rise over at the chapter house here at the main square. Word is that they join hands with the garrison to heighten their anti-monstrum measures. Do they get along? Oh, I wouldn't exactly put it that way. Let me give you the full scoop. The knights are a Silveric order tasked with guarding the propaganda of the hieroglyph faith. As such, they are rather appropriately referred to as the hieroglyphic knights. On the surface, they are every bit the image of prosperous group, the hieroglyph devotees. But rumor has it the church was, shall we say, strongly concerned to approve their foundings. The knights have shepherd houses like the ones here established all across the continent. But you, my dear, are acquainted with the very man who first instated them in Glasser and Childed. He's a swordsman of the highest caliber, skilled with the blade beyond compare, and might I add, an extremely vicious individual in the eyes of the city. Though, is he Hawk? Though you always be the better man in my eyes, darling. Roman makes a common practice of stationing soldiers in her territories to keep the peace. But Balcud, where duty is split between garrison and knights, is an exception. And the one who arranged things to be so is none other than Master Chalderid himself. He's such a calculating as a strategist come, whether on the field or on the politics of battle. You'll want to be wary of him above all, should he end up standing in your way. I'm all done, Adol. Sorry to keep you waiting. Well, hello there, Crisio, my dear. Adorable as ever, as always, I see. Oh, I'm not really all of that, thanks. Well, I'd best be going. Do try to keep our little chat in mind, would you, Adol? I'll see you two back at the bar. Ta for now. It's hard to try and speak like someone else. Well, Adol, ready to get back to our tour of the main square? Hoo-ha! This is Baldquic's public bathhouse, constantly in the Roman Empire. Anyone can use it though, so long as they have the money, that is. The Empire made this? Yeah, putting public facilities like this in the territories is policy of theirs. But the people of Baltuk have always had a thing for hot baths. The knights actually rented it for the whole place for everyone to use for free once. Their reputation with the townspeople have been pretty high since then. Well, if it isn't my two favorite bathgoers. What are you doing here? Well, same as you, silly. You're here for the baths, aren't you? These waters are a whole skincare routine in just one. Just look at this luxurious glow. I know exactly what you mean. I can't even count how many hours I've spent in here. Well, I better get going. Just remember, adult darling, a sound body is a sound mind. You should really consider taking a dip, Taff, for now, darlings. You just said that. Oh, there's something on the other side. Oh, we have to fight.
Yes, got one.
Yes, got one. Let's see what happens if we use the bath. Taking a dip in the bath will fully restore HP for both you and your allies. Additionally, using the bath will increase maximum HP for all allies once per chapter. Everyone's HP. Everyone's max by 10.
Okay.
This is the amphitheater. The city holds all sorts of attractions here during the Victory Day festival. Oh, look, Adol. Look, they've got a guy juggling up there right now. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. I just like watching street performances or have you ever seen one at all? Oh, on a desert island, in fact. A desert island? I'm not really sure where to start with that one.
Run for it! There's a monstrum on the bridge!
The liar.
Bloodthirsty maniac! The feral hog!
Is it really him though? Oh, it is him.
Got you cornered, Hawk. What could have compelled a vulture like you to show his face in front of the lion's den? Surround him!
I came to investigate a civil disturbance. Lo and behold, I find a ruffian wreaking havoc before the Hieroglyph Knights chapter house. Warden Belger, as mandated by our covenant, we lend you our swords.
He won't stand a chance against all of us. It's finally time to clip your wings, Hawk. Cut the scoundrel down! No!
Impossible!
Stronger than we thought.
Oh!
Damn.
Damn you! Hieroglyph Knights do not retreat!
Won't be made fools by a monstrum! Everyone, attack! Oh, blast it all! He's unstoppable! Damn you, Feral Hawk! I'm not done with you yet!
Don't kid yourself, Belger. I hope you've said your prayers. Now die!
Curse you, Hawk! Aren't you?
Took you long enough.
You're waiting for me?
Sure was. You weren't at the bar, so I figured this would get your attention.
Why is it always like this with you?
Listen up, King. I've got something you might want to hear. I found an underground passage that leads into the prison. You were looking for one, right? That makes two of us.
You're interested in the prison?
You might say that. The entrance is inside of the Knight's turf. I'll lure him out, distract him for a little while. Meanwhile, you guys get to the old bronze statue in the garden east of the Knight's Post. You'll find a way to open the passage there.
Why are you doing this? I don't know about this at all. You could be leading us into a trap.
Shot it, pussycat. We don't have time for your yowling.
There he is! Get him! Alright, let's get this party started! Ha!
Charge! Don't let him get away!
What should we do? This run is too reckless. We don't even know if that underground passage even exists.
It's a great opportunity.
What? Okay.
Adol's happy. He's like, oh, cool. So, bronze statue. Where exactly is this said bronze statue? Over there. Oh, I'm meant to run through them.
You'll pay for your crimes! You're not getting away from me, monstrums! Capture the monstrums!
We did it!
I could take you on. What? Monstrums? Where in blazes did you come from? Didn't you hear them screaming monstrums? I don't know what you're after, but your little crusade ends today. We got some choice questions about your little shanty antics, White Cat. We can take care of Hawk after we get you guys in chains. Why are the knights all the way up here too? As if I'd regret my cat burgling enough already. But we can't let ourselves get captured here. Let's go, Crimson King. Oh damn, they're pretty tough. Damn. Okay, Adol, you were not the right guy for that time. Revive or sword revive. There it is. But I think it was also weaker.
Let's go!
Capture the monstrums!
It's the monstrums!
You'll pay for your crimes! Capture the monstrums! Can't run forever!
Not really running. More exploring. Let's go. Round statue. The White Cat and the Crimson King too. We plan on backing up the unit taking on Hawk, but this saves us the trouble from forming up. We'll just take you down here. Prepare yourself, monstrums. Some of the knights must have stayed behind. Looks like we have no choice. Let's fight them, Crimson King. Well. And barabamba! Where's the second one? Oh, that's all three. Oh, there's the statue, I'm guessing.
This looks like the garden to the east that Hawk was talking about. And just like he said, there's nobody here. That means there should be a bronze statue somewhere nearby.
Bronze statue. Bronze statue. The only one that's not bronze. Think this statue is the one? Wait, this is... Something wrong? No, oh, no, nothing, sorry. Let's check it out. Oh, it's actually here. Hawk flew us into so messy sticky situations that I doubted him on instinct. We should hurry inside.